I'm back again with another shop video. Not of my junk, but of a port job. Clean. So, seeing how I'm working with the only equipment I have, which is a drill bit and a Dremel, which will be fine, I'm going to try and open up these exhaust ports and maybe kind of do something in the transfers. Maybe this is going to be my second port job, but I've never run any of my port jobs I did before. So this is XL12 with a bad XL12 cylinder. I kind of practice on here. I opened up the exhaust ports. See if I can get a side by side here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. Let me grab a flashlight. Alright, so you see that one? And then that one. Oh, good. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the camera for a minute. And I'm going to see what I can do in here. So, let's find out. So, after my professional port job, and looking amazing. Just kidding. So it's not the best. It definitely has some defects. I'm gonna have to wipe out the cylinder, but there's like a ledge on these. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and take like a piece of sandpaper and knock that off, because I do not have a hone. So I'm gonna try and do that, and I'll get right back with you guys. So yeah. So, after getting those grooves all sandpapered down in there, after getting that all cleaned up, the cylinder is looking decent. Make sure to thoroughly clean these. You do not want any metal in your motor, which I know that's probably self-explanatory, but some people... I'm not going off for port timing or any of that, because I'm too poor to have one of those fancy tools. So this is my professionally ported cylinder. This was my previously professionally ported cylinder. If you could tell, they're both XL12s. XL12s are cheap, easy to find. If you want to practice, XL12, little Polands, something that's cheap, not rare. Something that's not this, or that, or that, or that, or anything that is above the price of 50 bucks. Okay? Which I know you may have paid 50 bucks for one of those, but they're worth. Okay. If you really wanted to practice and all you had were Big Macs, I would go for the 170 or Super 44 first. They made tons of those. 740s, on the other hand, no. So, yeah, I'm going to get this cleaned out a little bit more, and then I'm going to try and throw it back onto the saw in question, which you guys have not seen yet, which it probably would have been better if it was actually in one piece, but it's fine. So this is my XL12 that I've professionally ported. And I'm gonna scrape a little bit off here, get the cylinder cleaned off, stuff like that. If you're already in here, clean off cylinder, stuff like that. I might even do a custom exhaust with a drill bit. And who needs that baffle anyway? It's baffling. So, and if you're really cheap, like me, you will really use this gasket. But if you have the money, do not. But do as I say, not as I do, and your saw might actually run half decent. And while you're cleaning your motor, make sure to not put a rag on it, so it all falls into your cylinder. If you guys could sense the sarcasm, sorry, I can't speak. Sarcasticness in my voice. So, that's all cleaned. So, what I'm going to do is pop this back on. Just so you know, these oil lines are not fun on these XL12s. They're very hard to get back on. I mean, a lot of guys have their own little technique there, but I don't know. I don't go by their rules. I only go by mine. So, this thing, oh, it does have a pin. Is it missing a pin? I'm going to have to go through this, do a double check, and see if I have all the parts I need. And they're actually still in here. And the only reason why the saw hasn't blown up is because I just went into it. I'll pause this for a couple minutes and I'll get right back to you after I do my my checks. Jesus. And then we will go over that sometime later. Alright guys. Well, after I got the cylinder on, I'm getting that cleaned up a little bit on the saw. Checked if it had compression by turning over the clutch, and it has some pretty good compression, boys. So what I'm going to do is throw the tank back on after I clean all that sawdust off of it. Throw that back on, flywheel. This should be fine. I shouldn't have to adjust that. Then get the back handle on, and then really see how much compression this thing has with the pull start. So, talk to you guys a little bit later once I get all that stuff done. So, alright guys, well, I have the whole saw assembled now, which, well, not completely, but for the most part, it has pretty decent compression. And next will hopefully be the video I'm putting the rest of the stuff on. Should only be like 2 minutes. This whole video should only be like 5-6 minutes. But the saw should hopefully run pretty good. That port there, which I know I need to clean this thing up. Should be nice. I'll do some slight exhaust modifications. But tonight, I gotta go back upstairs, take a shower, go to bed, blah blah blah. You guys get the idea. Well, hopefully you guys have a good night, and I will see you next time. Maybe on this saw, or maybe on that saw. Don't quote me yet, but it's right here. Ooh. Got an 840 part saw for that coming. So, hopefully you guys enjoy the content, and I do have maybe someday a video, until I actually get one that's decent. A ported Mac 3580 cylinder, so it's pretty good. So hopefully, and maybe a couple of D44s mixed up in here. So yeah guys, I hope you have a good time. I hope I can bring you guys more content. I know I just started posting up weekly now. That's what I'm going to try and do. So this will probably be posted, I don't know, Monday or Friday or something along those lines. But hope you guys have a good time. Hope to bring you more videos. And this is what my hands look like after one homelite xl12. Bye.